Hey guys, just wanted to talk about something else that happened this week. At least I think it was this week. It might have been late last week. Trump signed a bill, and they had a whole meeting about it. The GI Bill was signed in earlier, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, something like that. And they re-signed it to be the Forever GI Bill. So extending it out. So they decided that it had worked well. They got enough support for it to turn it from a short-term thing, like trial run, to a long-term thing. They were very, very happy with the results. So the GI Bill is for vets. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about what Trump has done in his term, this first term, for the vets. He made a lot of promises about vet care in his campaign rallies before he got nominated, because there was a lot of scandals and issues happening in the vet communities. There was issues with homelessness and suicide and inadequate medical care, because the vets are supposed to have, through the VA hospital, like full medical care, but they weren't being seen. The wait times were so long. People were dying before they were even able to see their doctors. So it was an incredibly big issue that nobody was talking about. And he gained a lot of support in military families and with military, promising big things for vets. So one of the things he did was this GI Bill, which helps vets get education or training after their service, like when they come back and they're trying to reintegrate into civilian life. This bill helps pay for them to get any sort of job or training or anything they want, to start their lives over again after everything is done. The other thing it does is, if you got an education and then went to war, and then you came back disabled, you were injured or any sort of thing, so you're not able to work in the chosen profession that you were trained in before you went to war, all your school debt gets erased with this GI Bill, which I think is a really awesome thing. We're having a lot of candidates for president this turn talking about erasing school debt for just everybody, but I think this is a very worthwhile cause. I mean, if you're not able to work and you spend a lot of money anyway, you get it, why it's like a good thing. The top 3 degrees that vets are going for are business, STEM fields, and health. And it's just, everybody agrees it's a great thing. Well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people all the people that Trump had with him at the signing. Of course, you wouldn't bring objectors to your big signing. A couple other things I wanted to just touch on real quick is he's also implemented a bill called Choice. This is not recent, but this is just something else that has happened. Choice is so that the vets can see any doctor they want to. They don't have to wait to go to the VA hospital. And this eliminated the wait times that vets had to do, where they were dying in the streets waiting to see their doctors. They can now just go do whatever they want, and created a lot more. And then the VA covers the medical expenses of them going somewhere else, which that doesn't seem like a revolutionary thing. That seems like, of course, that should have been what it was, but now it is. And that solved a lot of problems. Another bill he did was the Accountability Act, which made them able to fire people who were working in the VA hospitals. Apparently, they weren't able to before. There was a lot of unions, a lot of, just strict things. And there was people working in these places who weren't even helping vets, but were taking money. They were like working for the unions and doing union work and not actually doing anything to help vets. So it's like they made this Accountability Act where they were actually able to fire people who weren't actually helping the vets. So that was great. And since that has gone into effect, about 8,000 people have been fired. The people seem very proud of that fact. I'm sure those 8,000 people weren't terribly happy, but they probably deserved it. I mean, if you're like, it's kind of like a tenured professor position, a lot of people who get into those have no motivation to continue doing well and doing their job. So if they're that way and they lose their job, well, now they can go find a meaningful place in society to serve. All right, that's all for now. See ya.